Are you that cybersecurity professional of the future? Cybersecurity professionals are on demand than ever before, and there is no doubt about it. The cyber threat landscape is changing rapidly, and the network infrastructures are becoming far more complex. Hence, organizations need persons like you and I with the right skill set to fill these many roles. And these are persons who are, one, holistic in their approach to cybersecurity, persons who have a solid work attitudes, solid work habits, persons who possess soft and technical skills, persons who have implementation skills, implementation of various application platforms, frameworks, persons who have good management and leadership skills. These are the components that organizations or elements, characteristics that organizations are looking for in the cybersecurity professionals of the future. Now, these I will definitely be elaborating on more as I go through the content of this course. So definitely stay along for the journey. Now, if you are going to be successful as a cybersecurity professional, then you have to find ways to stay abreast with the latest happenings in cybersecurity, despite how challenging that is, by subscribing to podcasts, the various magazines, webinars, following credible experts, cybersecurity experts within the industry, and very importantly, to be a constant learner. Now, it's also critical that you have an in-depth understanding of the pillars of cybersecurity in terms of what we are trying to achieve as cybersecurity professionals. And no doubt you might be familiar, but just as a refresher, these are confidentiality, which refers to the protection of information from disclosure to unauthorized individuals, systems, or entities. And confidentiality is data-oriented. Integrity, which refers to the protection of information, systems, and services from unauthorized modification and destruction. So in essence, this is integrity. Our integrity is data-oriented. Then we have availability. And availability refers to timely, reliable access to data and information services by authorized users. Availability is service-oriented. Non-repudiation. And non-repudiation refers to the ability to correlate with high certainty that a recorded action which is originated individual or entity. Non-repudiation is entity-oriented. And authentication. This refers to the ability, right? That's the ability of to verify the identity of an individual or entity. Authentication is entity-oriented. Now, how are we trying to accomplish these elements of confidentiality, integrity, availability, non-repudiation, authentication? Now, these can be achieved through least privilege. And this is where you know who has access to systems and data and minimize the level of access to only what is required. Then we have defense in depth. This is where you know what your critical assets are and protect them with multiple overlapping security controls. Management and monitoring. And this is knowing how your assets should be performing and how they are performing currently. Now, all of these elements, confidentiality, integrity, availability, non-repudiation, authentication, starts with good cyber hygiene. And good cyber hygiene is or involves risk identification, vulnerability reduction, threat reduction, consequence mitigation, enabling cybersecurity outcomes. When you talk about risk identification, then this takes into consideration knowing your assets and identity, or identifying what's critical, knowing your network and data, knowing your applications and application versions, knowing the common associated vulnerabilities. Then for vulnerability reduction, this takes into consideration securing your network endpoints, installing asset protection and intrusion detection tools, applying principle of least privilege and defense in depth, applying mitigations to known vulnerabilities. And very importantly is the fact that as a cybersecurity professional, then you have to have a holistic approach to cybersecurity. Taking these things into consideration is very important to lay the foundation for what is next in this course. So definitely stay tuned for what is next to come. The ultimate cybersecurity professional course. So here we have the foundation, and no doubt you are now geared up, you are fired up for what is next to be unfolded. And I'm also excited to be the instructor of this course. So see you in the next section of this course, where I will further introduce myself and also all that is involved in the content of this course. See you then.